Alright, so we are in petal fall right now. We're starting to get some good growth on these trees. These are really big, very vigorous trees. They will grow everywhere like crazy into one another. So we want to control that. So we are spraying apogee, which is a lot of guys have used, a lot of guys still do use. We're kind of new to it. We started a couple years ago, and that's why I think in the past this season, a little bit last year, we started to see so much good return bloom. Is we're not just growing a vegetative tree anymore, we're kind of shutting it down. Same with the root pruning we're doing now too, and it kind of, you know, buds these trees up. It actually puts fruit buds on them. We're only doing this on a few blocks, so this won't be a very long project today. It is Sunday, and if you guys are wondering, a lot of my videos I am weeks behind on, so I want to make sure I had a video at least once a week for you guys the entire year. So some of these videos that you're seeing now may have been taken, you know, 3-4 weeks ago. So for reference right now, today is like April 28th, and we are in petal fall. And as soon as we get this job done today, we're gonna run over to my cousin's and grab their ML, because that ground we got worked up, we need to get that marked now. I don't know if you can see it on camera, you can literally see petals falling with just the wind. So we still have some bees out, but as of now, kind of what we got is what we got. So we're gonna hope we have good pollination days. Look at all the petals. We're gonna hope we have some good pollination days, and that these things send a nice crop and there's not too much damage from frost. But we'll know a lot more in the next couple weeks. All right, just got this track from my cousins here. Getting this put on. I had another 3-point arm on here and it wasn't really working. I had this thing backwards because that tip had broken, remember last year. So I got a grade A bolt real quick and stuck that in there, so hopefully that thing will last. And I'm just trying to get these things tightened up. So it's real close. I'm on this last hole right here on the side, and it's not a lot of room to work. All right, so honestly, another reason why I take videos and kind of do all this YouTube crap is I can watch these videos back and I forget what I did the year prior. Now that is nice and tight. Now I'll take a video, because last year I didn't do this, I had to pause it, but yeah, it's these outside ones. On both. All right. Then I gotta remember this is theirs, but this part is way too thick. I can't get it to go on mine, so I gotta put that back on. I put my 3-point arms on for right now. And then this one is bent the other day, so I'm gonna take that up to my buddy and see if we can bend that back. Also, real quick, so I got this new grease gun. I can't get this thing to prime. This thing kind of sucks so far. If any of you have an idea, comment below. But in good news, the John Deere one dried out and it works again. All right, now we're gonna pull this one, the sprayer, back over. Don't wanna lose those. So we have another rainstorm coming tomorrow night, some severe weather. Thankfully, it's been real cold, so that scab spray we put on last time will cover us through this one, but we still have some bloom showing, so we are not covered through blight. So we have to put 1 tank of blight on tomorrow with this tractor, and then Dad will throw 1 on with that tractor. So just 2 blight tanks, and it's an easy morning. But this needs just a little bit of TLC. So the wife told me that I gotta make sure I'm at the wedding on Saturday. So that's why I'm here tonight, trying to get as much of this stuff done as I can. I want to make sure this goes up nice, so that while I'm at the wedding, I don't get yelled at. Oh yeah, that'll work. Now we gotta try and remember how to set an AB line. So I think I'm actually starting to remember. So made a new client, new farm, new field. And if I remember, AB straight track? No. AB curves? I don't know. No. Straight track. I'm gonna call my cousin. All right, I was on the phone with my cousin. I kind of got this screen figured out. We'll go over that again tomorrow. We're gonna run an AB line on it tomorrow. Again, make sure I remember this for next time. So I had to loosen up. These would not go down when I had in those two holes together. It was too tight. So you get the flash on. All right, so on one side, it had to be in this front hole. And then over on this side, I actually had to put it into the back one on the side. And apparently when I had that in the front one, it was real nice and tight, which is where I kind of would have wanted it, but it was too tight apparently, so this was not allowed to go down. So doing it that way, it's still pretty tight, just a couple inches of play, but now it'll work. So tomorrow we're gonna measure off that row every 11 feet, and then we'll stick this right up to the front, run a full pass A to B, and then we should be right for the rest of the rows. So that'll work sick. But first off, right away in the morning, we are going to run BLIGHT. Just check everything with the razor real quick, went through all the blocks, and we still got blooming, quite a bit of them, so got to get that covered up. But it's about 11 o'clock, so we're gonna head home. All right, so we're out getting hopefully the last BLIGHT spray on of the season. You can see we're basically in full petal fall, but there is still a little bloom. It's still a little pink yet, actually. So just covering them up, and then pretty soon here, we'll be able to actually see how the crop is kind of set up, what doesn't fall off. So this storm is moving a lot quicker than it was supposed to. We have all the BLIGHT varieties done, more petals just falling. Got all the BLIGHT variety stuff done, so I had some extra. It never hurts to run out some small trees that we're gonna push on growth anyway. But the important part is all the BLIGHT stuff's done, and you can run this right up to the rain. The point of this spray is you're just killing the bacteria right now on contact. We're not covering ahead, so should be good. All right, so we got some rain coming here soon. I am just out testing this, so I finally got it figured out. I called my cousins, I got everything there. It's straight track. Well, let me get to the end of this and I'll go through. All right, so you have your client, Kugel Farm, Kugel Field Test. You come to tracking mode, and we want straight track. And you go to set track. I put in test golds. You knew your track spacing. It doesn't matter what you implement with this or this physical width, but track spacing is important. That has to be whatever you want your intervals at. So like this one, I'm trying to mark an 18-foot spacing. So I have my track spacing set at 8. We're gonna do some stuff at 10 as well, or 11, I mean. Then you set a B line. So you set A, you drive it as straight as you can be. You click set B at the end, accept, you got it. You got your little steering wheel and bada boom. So for the test, I think I got it down, but honestly, I may have set a perfect one. I did on this first outside row. I just, started and aimed right for that outside row, because these are all 18-foot spacing, so we're gonna put a golden block, and it needs to match up right with these. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna drive down to the end of this block, find a random line, and put it on auto and take it, and hope I end up right at the nose of one of those. So I hit auto, got close, and it kind of steers you where you need to go. So nice little button right there. And we'll speed up. So now it's got its line. We are on track. You can see there, everything is on. And now when I get up here, I should be right up to this one. And if I am, then I think I got it dead on. Which is crazy. I mean, if I'm off an inch or two, I'm not gonna cry. But that would be. I mean, look at that! Look at that! So we're gonna get this thing worked a little bit tomorrow, at least. But I'm gonna make 4 passes right now. One just to see in random spots of the field, are we still lined up with these trees? As well as I made 2 passes back to back right over here to make sure that's 18-foot spacing. Don't get me wrong, it's lined up, but I want to measure across just to make sure we're right. You only get to plant orchard once, so do it right the first time. And this makes it way easier to do it right the first time. But look at that. Right on money. On the money!